Okay, there we go. All right, welcome everybody to Coffee and Art in the Morning. I'm Dee Dee, and today is going to be color books and Happy Mail because most of the color books that I got in Happy Mail. Although this one I did buy, and I'm going to blame Jean. Although I've seen the Time Garden and the Time Chamber in my Books a Million for a while. And I flipped through them and I said, well, what's the difference between the Time Garden and the Time Chamber? And I never just really took the time. Excuse the giggles because there's somebody in chat trying to get me to invest in Copics. So I'm just giggling at her. And thanks, guys. So anyway, Jean has the Time Garden, and like I said, I've flipped through both of them at the bookstore, but never bought either one. And they're both by Daria Song. And I think what it is the Time Garden, the Time Chamber is the sequel to the Time Garden because I rewatched Jean's. I was at her stream when she showed hers, and then, but I couldn't remember all the particulars, so I went back and looked at hers, and it has the same little girl, the same little fairy that comes out of the clock, and all that. So that's the same storyline, but this one is the Time Chamber. And so thanks everybody for being here. I think I've said hi to everybody before I hit record. So if you have any questions for me, put them in caps. So I know you're asking me a question. So anyway, I did start a page in this one. And I tried to color it so the pagoda looks like it's upside down. So I kind of inverted the black stars, and I don't know if you can see it, but I did put stars in that window there. So, and then the light is at the top, the sky's at the bottom, so it's kind of like the whole world's upside down. And, so you can get a better idea right here. So, to me, it looked like a pagoda that was upside down. So that's how I'm coloring it, like that. So this is the only page I've done in it, but I will show a little bit in it. I have done the stars. All the stars I did with the Jelly Roll Star Gel pens. And you can tell the Star Gel pens because they have a little shooting star on the cap. And I don't have that many. I think I have a blue, or I have the teal rather. The teal, the pink, the gold, the silver, and the clear. I think that's all I have. And so they have a little shooting star on the cap, and that's how you know. And so what they are is, I almost said basically, but I didn't. They're glitter pens. They're glitter gel pens. The Sakura, Jelly Roll uh, pens, but these are glitter ones. So I did all the stars with that. So let's see if I can get the light to catch it. Come on. There we go. There it is. See? So I did the stars with half silver, half clear. And it's real subtle, but I did all the stars that way. There's tiny little stars throughout. And thanks, Carrie. Yeah, Jean is Music Scrap on YouTube, Ustream, and The Musical Scrapper on YouTube. She uploads her videos to YouTube as do I. And she's the one actually that made me do it. Although Rachel has been after me for the longest time to do it, and Jean hounding the two of them. I finally started a year ago. So let me take a sip of coffee. Okay, so that's all I've done in this one. I tried to do the tassels in various shades of purple, and then I took a white gel pen and kind of flipped out a little bit of to make the tassel look like some little loose fringe. Y'all know, like the castles, like the tassels on your graduation cap. Those kind of tassels. So I wanted to look like kind of like they were flowy like that. And that's all I've done in this book. So let me kind of just talk a little bit about the book. Again, it's by Daria Song, and I'm thinking it's the sequel to the Time Garden. Thanks, Lindsay. And both our books come with like a cover that you can color. Okay. And then also the cover if you wanted to, although it's slick, You'd probably have to have Copics. Jess. You'd probably have to have Copics to color the slick cover. But, okay, all right. Shh, secret, David. Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, you'd probably have to have Copics to color on this slick surface. And it has the to and from in the front and the time chamber. And it again, it's the same storyline as the Time Garden with the little girl and the fairy, and and although it says she's a redhead, I'm going to color her with different color hairs, different color hair on every page. I'm not going to. She's redheaded, but that's not going to stop me from coloring. Like I colored her with brown hair here. Actually, it's brown with gold. Let's see if you can with gold glitter, the gold pin and silver stars in her hair, so you can kind of see. So I put gold highlights, but I did not make her a redhead. So I'm just going to kind of flip through real quick. You can kind of see there's the little girl. Hang on, I got something in my eye. There's the little girl that interacts with the little fairy. Hey, Marion, you're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, Eileen. Did I see Eileen? Yes, I'm enabling Eileen. I'm enabling. I'm enabling with the book I bought and three I was gifted. So I'm going to show you those in a minute. One is by us Scrappy Pats who's here. Okay, so and the reason I got this one is because Jean enabled me. Jean had the Time Garden, and so this is the Time Chamber, and it's by the same artist. So I'm just going to kind of see you can see her flipping through. And I'll color her little outfit and her hair different probably in every page. Well, she does have some different outfits on, like this is a little plaid skirt. So, and then here's the one that I'm working on. So you can see I did her kind of in a silver. The stars I did in glitter. Let's see if I can get it to, so the stars on her dress are in glitter. And I kind of wanted just a little flowy skirt. Oh no. You have the time chamber as well, Orla? Aw. Yeah, so and I have had a couple people on Facebook ask me to buy it so that I could do some pages so they could see how I do my pages. This is like what she's looking through. So it's also a door, but it's also like the glasses. So I love it. I mean, I do. I love the book. I guess one of the main reasons that I have not bought this book was because I know I'm going to want to probably do the whole thing, just like not the New York, the Paris, the Paula Paris. And I'm going to want to finish it, and it's so time consuming. It's very detailed and time consuming. This is one of those kind of books where you just do a little bit here and there. For me, this is not the kind of book that I'm going to do many full on pages, like sit down and do full on pages. I'll do bits. I'll do bits of it until a page is done because there's so much detail to it. So as you can see, but lots of watches, clock parts, not watches, but clock parts. And then the back has the finished ones. And again, here's the back with the sleeve and the back of the book. Okay, so that is the Time Chamber. And like I said, Jean got the Time Garden, which is the same storyline, but just the little girls going from one's inside the clock and one's inside a room. I think the Time Garden is where it takes place inside the grandfather clock. This one, I think the fairy comes into the little girl's room. So everything's real big for her. So that's that one. So this is the only one I bought. That's my only purchase over the weekend, book-wise. So that's that. And hey, Lisa. So I got a gift from Pat, Scrappy Pat, Patricia Pat, who's here, Scrappy Pat. And she sent me the nicest letter. Let me move her address stuff out of the way. She knows I like Sherlock, and this again is another book that I've looked at but had not bought. So she sent me the Sherlock Holmes one. This is based on the new Sherlock, the newest one. I guess it's the newest one. And from the Masterpiece Theater PBS one, so he's got the little official logo. She sent me a nice card and told me happy birthday. She even sent me the Books a Million receipt if I had it already and wanted to exchange it, but I don't. I'm not going to exchange it. But she says she hoped I did not have this, which I don't. She said I remember you saying you like Sherlock Holmes, and so she got it for me for my birthday, which is the first week of February. Um, so and then I added her to the birthday. She's now on the birthday list as well. So yeah. So and it had a little this awesome little clip which I'm gonna put in my adorable. Isn't that cute little clip? You can see it there. So thanks so much, Scrappy Pats. It's my early birthday gift. It's my first one. All right, so let's look through this. Again, this has a cover that flips open like this where you can see the city. I'm assuming this is London. Big Ben. And I forget what this wheel is called. They have a name for that. Who's here from the UK? What's the is it called something the eye or something? What's that called? The big Ferris wheel. The eye? Somebody help me out there. And I know people are watching the recording going, it's called this. It's called this. I do have a birthday month, Sandy with the P. I do have a birthday month, but yeah. So yeah, what is that called? It's London Eye. Okay, thank you. I thought it was something Eye. It's just called the London Eye. Okay, so we're gonna go through, and then it's asking. It's got the hidden things. The hidden things, like a lot of them do, have hidden objects. Yeah, thanks, guys. The London Eye. I knew it was something Eye. Thanks. That's kind of obvious, right? The London Eye. Yeah, sometimes I'll have a week, sometimes I have a month. Yeah. Actually, Boo is the one that has the. Oh, and speaking of Boo, my granddaughter Boo, who the week before last, won national champions in North Carolina and going to the summit in May, I think. Although she has one other competition in March that I think we're going to go with to Florida, to Disney World, the Summit Center, the ESPN Summit Center. I guess it's ESPN Center, and then the Summit is the final championship. We're going to go to the one before the final championship. But anyway, so they're already going to Summit, and I think the final one is in April or May. But anyway, last weekend they had another competition here in Atlanta, and yes, her team got gold. So yeah, her team won. Yeah, her team won again this last weekend. And yeah, so excited. Anyway, she's the one with the birthday month. Oh, good, Steffi. Steffi, if you want to email me your birthday, I'll put you on the birthday list. Anybody that's here in Ustream, that's here in our Ustream, I can put you on the birthday month, the birthday book, and send you a birthday card. I wish I could do it for everybody on YouTube as well, but obviously that can't happen. But if you're here in my live shows, I put you on a birthday, and it's not just from me; it's from all of us, all the Ustream girls, and sometimes guys, because we're here live. And the girls, like I have recently, I've got a batch from Eileen, Sherry, Sherry Pink. Uh, who's the last one I just got the batch from? I don't know why it's slipping my mind. Hang on. There's the batch from Sherry. I have a few left from Eileen. Janice. Janice is the last, and also Janice. Who else do I have here some from? And hang on. Let me make sure. I have to look at the backs of some of them. I've got them rubber banded together by the person that made them. so that they go out. Okay, this little few right here, they're not signed. But yeah, so anyway, everybody sends the cards in. They send the cards in because I don't make cards, and then I send them out on everybody's birthday. And not just birthdays, but people that um so if you'll send me your, you have to email it to me, guys. I can't write it all down now. The chat goes by too fast to grab your name and birthday. So if you email me, I'll put you in the birthday book. Hey, Julie. So, okay, so back to the Sherlock book from Scrappy Pat. So there's a close up of the London Eye, and then there's a wallpaper pattern, and then there's different scenes, like here's where they discover the murder and all that, and it's just like one of the stories from the PBS Sherlock Holmes. And it's going to be awesome to color. It really is. I'm really looking forward to it. And again, what I do is I make the color book my own. So he may have on a certain color suit, in the series or something, but I just color it whatever I want to color. Just like the little red-headed fairy in the other book, she has brown hair. And she'll have blonde hair on another page. So I just make it my own. I really like this page. This looks awesome. This is just an awesome page right here. Him looking out over the city like that. So yeah, this is going to be fun. Fun. Thank you so much, Pat. I think she's still here. I haven't seen her say anything. There he is lying down. Just different characters. And I also love this one where he's playing his violin. This one is awesome. Really, I think I'll probably do this one the very first one I do will probably be this one. Yeah, I know, Lisa. Do you have this book, Lisa? Are you going to get it? I read all of Sherlock Holmes before I ever even watched the old Basil Rathbone movies. I was a big reader in my youth. I still read, but not voraciously like I did when I was younger. But yeah, I read all the Sherlock Holmes, and I still have a Sherlock Holmes collection. And so I read him probably. I don't even remember how old I was, but I was a teenager. So. Just giving me an idea what's in the book here. And I know it kind of flashes out because my camera does not like white. But yeah, I saw the Doctor Who. I'm not a big Whovian. I think that's like Carrie, is that what it is? A Whovian? I'm not a big Whovian. So I don't know. I mean, I would like the color book just because it's a cool color book. But I will color in Sherlock. I don't know about the Whovian. I'm still young. So I never really don't think about my age, to tell you the truth. I don't really think about it that much. I thank the good Lord I'm healthy, and, just I enjoy people of all ages. I mean, I like hanging out with little kids, and I like old people. I've always liked old people, though. I've always loved old people. Even when I was I think when I was 12 years old, there's a little old man down the street he was a bird watcher and I don't want to say expert, but I think he taught it. He had retired. And he would talk about, I just find old people fascinating because they've lived a long time and have a lot of knowledge and information. And so, Whovian, okay, thanks, Carrie. So, and then there's the hidden thing. I don't want to look at the hidden things. I want to find them. And so again, there's the London Eye. So, oh, thanks, Lindsay. So thank you so much, Scrappy Pat. Is she still here? Let me scroll down. There she is. She goes, I'm here. So thank you so much. I really, really love that. It was such a surprise, too. And it set off the tone for my birthday week/month. in February. And so I'm going to keep the card. I'm going to keep the card inside here. Now I'll probably put a regular paper clip on there because this will end up falling off. But for now, I'll just put it on there. But I'll keep the card on the inside of the book, so I'll always have who gave it to me. You're holding Creaky? Speak for yourself, Whimsy. You too, Lynn. And hi, by the way, Lynn. Good to see you. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, it is Eileen. It is a good book. So I'm really excited about that. And then I got from Rene Elle. She sent me, and I talked to her on Facebook. So let's see, get there. She sent me, and again, she's says she has ulterior motives because she wants to see me color in these so she can see how to color in hers. So she sent me these two. I'd never even heard of this one. And of course, The Lost Ocean, this has been around for a while. It's another one that I've seen, looked at, and had not bought. It's one of those ones because I'm going to want to color the whole book. It's like you want the whole book colored. So Lost Oceans, an inky adventure and coloring book by, I think it's Johanna Basford. She's the creator of The Secret Garden and Enchanted Forest. So she did The Lost Ocean as well. And so it has let me take out the little card here. It has a flip open flap. Flip open flap. It flips and flaps. Carrie, now Carrie, you have anamorphia, and I do color in anamorphia. So, yeah, don't give me any grief, Missy. I do need to get back into anamorphia, though. I do need to get back and work on that big squid. The squid that I started in anamorphia on the stream. And then somebody else also asked me, are you going to finish that big peacock poster? So many color books, so little time. Okay, so that's on the inside cover, as is on the back here. So, oops, sorry. Let me open up this flap. There's a long flap and a small flap. Okay, so there's this one. And then there's also, now let me see if I can do this on the camera. There's this long... It's 4 pages long, fold out. It's a 4-page fold out. And on the back as well, let me see if I can turn this around. The back as well. Sorry I bumped the camera on that, guys, but this is kind of close quarters for this. So there's that big flap in the back, and then all the secret stuff I don't want to look at. I don't like to look at the ahead of time. Yeah, so this is The Lost Ocean, and has this book belongs to, and this one came out 2015, and there's all the hidden items that you can look for. Okay, and then they have some kind of circular type designs, square designs, almost kind of like a mandala type of look, except with like these have little fish. Then here's I love underwater and sea things, and you've seen my turtles and stuff that I draw and stuff like that. So I love undersea creatures. And what's really funny? I don't do mermaids. I'm surprised I don't do any mermaids. I should probably do a mermaid sometime. I don't know why. I just puzzling even to myself. Yes, this is The Lost Ocean. Yeah. If anybody has any questions, just put them in caps. It might be a little, hopefully it's not too, is it too dark, guys? I can lighten it up a little, but I didn't want it to flash out. I don't want the camera to flash out the book, then you can't see anything. There is some jellyfish. And again, look at that design. Look at that pattern. Isn't she an awesome artist? Look at that. Oh, love it. Now, this is something that I probably would never color. For one, I can't see it. I mean, look. I'd have to be getting out my mag light. Gene, I'm going to have to get out my mag light to color that page. But this kind of stuff, I can do that. That's a little, like, my eyes would probably be spinning. Will you do a mermaid someday? Hey, Debbie. Okay. Oh, Debbie, did you give your granddaughter her card while she was there this weekend? I hope she liked it. Your color book collection is growing leaps and bounds just because I watch these shows. I know, and I'm getting close to 50 now. Not that I'm counting, but in my back of my head, I think that's about how many I have. So I'll never finish them all. Hey, Pam Cake. Okay, so this will be awesome. I think to do like black and stars up here, and then down here do blue like in a waterfall. Just have this solid black with stars, and then have a waterfall coming off of this design. Then color in the design, of course. Color in all the design. And oh, you're welcome, Pam. You're welcome. Yes, you took a video of. Oh, that's so sweet. Debbie said she took a video of the card her granddaughter got from me. Oh, so I think that would look cool. A waterfall coming down behind the design, and then Starry Night at the top. Yeah, I think that would be. That's because you don't do them, Eileen. Eileen says she's close to having four. That's because you don't color. And another one here that's kind of like a mandala, however you say it, uh, design, but with fish and a ship's wheel, some anchors. Isn't that just awesome? Just awesome. Awesomeness. Coloring books are like record albums. You buy the book for the one picture. Hey, Princess Buttercup. Some names I just love saying. And again, this one would be awesome to do like a big, maybe I don't know, maybe a stormy sky. It has a little ship on the crest of the wave, and then have this all be water down here. Have this be like waves, painted waves. I'm really digging that, as Dar would say. Uh, okay, so yeah, let's keep moving. A pattern background, sea snake in a Celtic design, sort of semi Celtic design there. Then like an underwater city, underwater like castle. This would be good to have like a quote. Put a quote in there. So I hope y'all are enjoying. This is going to be a color book and Happy Mail because, I got these in Happy Mail. Again, another one that's divided already into two color. I would do two color sections and paint this. So just as my recommendation, don't try to color pencil this big area. You'll need more than one color pencil to do that. It'd be best to do I will use acrylic paint on the back of that, but you could do watercolor or neocolor washes. But even though this paper is pretty thick, it'll still probably buckle some. But I have found that by the time you finish coloring and painting on one side and the other side, you don't really notice much buckling unless it's a really, really thin paper. You get used to which papers you can do what with. But again, this is another one that I think would have a great starry sky or some do collage planets. Do a collage or mixed media planets up here, and then have either this be undersea, some water, something else under there. So these to me are naturally divided into two dimensions already. So yeah. Okay. They're all awesome. They really are. There's some little mermaid wallpaper look. Another circular one with a little ship at the top. This one, again, would be too tiny for me to really see. Some of them are just tiny. I mean, I do wear trifocals. How do you keep the acrylic wash from streaking? Sometimes you don't Judy, Patootie, that's when you want it to look like a watercolor. You want it to look washy. Like, let me grab Anamorphia. I mean, it has a watercolor look to it. So let me show you the one we're working on. All right, well, here's one. There's an example. See how it's not, it does look watercolor-like. It is streaky. But then, let me get to the one we're working on. No, that's not it. Where's the one we're working on? The squid. Let me find the squid. Here. So the thing is it looks really watercolor and washy like that, but you have to do, if you don't do a wash, you're going to cover up all the little inked designs. But then you go in and use those ink designs for your shading. You find your shading with those designs. See, so this has all been shaded on top of the wash. So this one's just got the wash right here. Okay. But then here's where I've gone in with color pencil and like pulled out the shading. So yes, it streaks, but that's fine. That gives you more depth behind the color pencil. Okay. All right. Again, this one would be cool to have two different things going on. And I will do mixed media in these as well. Because, you know, you're the boss of your color book. Mountain Deer says, saw someone take some of those small design pages, wash them, and use them for envelopes. Now, yeah, that would be a good thing to do, but I'm not going to tear this book up. I could see doing that, like, you know, depending on the book, you know. These are gifted to me, so I'm probably not going to tear them up. But Sherry got some more inexpensive Sherry pink. I don't know if y'all were here when I showed. Let me find her envelopes here. Let me find Sherry's envelopes. Where are they? Why can't I find them? I pulled them out to show you guys, and oh, here they are. Okay. So Sherry used color book pages to make envelopes with, but she didn't just wash them. Look, she actually colored them, and then sometimes she left the insides blank, so that's the inside of the envelope. And if you want, somebody said you could take it apart and color it, but you know, they're just so awesome like this. And then she put labels on them and all. Like, here's a turtle. So I showed these on my last Happy Mail, so if you want to see each and every one. Okay, so that's the Lost Ocean, and the other one that Renee sent me was The Secret Village. Now, I'd never seen this before. I'm not sure where she got it. It's a coloring book for adults and children, Secret Village, Sarah Janice Brown. And I did do a thank you page for her in it. It was just a quick little one of the animals, and I posted this to her on Facebook. Thank you, Renee. So I did color the little hedgehog. Colored the little hedgehog with the acorns and the oak leaves. And then it had already, no, it didn't have a speech bubble. I drew my own speech bubble. And put thank you, Renee. So this one, again, it's kind of like a secret garden type of book. Let me move this one out of the way. So you can kind of see, hopefully. It's got all kinds of little, and these are, it's a thin page, but it's one-sided. So, you know, all you have to do is just put a piece of, put a piece of cardstock there, and then it doesn't matter if it goes through, because these are thin in this little book. But then it won't matter if it goes through, because, you know, as long as you remember to put a piece of cardstock behind it, though. You don't want to, you know, soak it 3 pages through. And this one's very whimsical. It's very, you know, little Hobbit-like or something. So every other page is, Then this looks like a little like a little tunnel for a hedgehog or a, you know, little creature. This little house down there, so it has a little tunnel. It's so cute. Just so cute. Hey, Linda. Anybody else I might have missed? Lucia. Thanks everybody for being here. Then it's got like some leaves and then like a little hidden door on a tree stump. Just kind of hobbit-esque. So I'm going to try to flip two at a time because there's, the blanks in between. So this would also be a good one for a kid. If you gave, your child, or grandchild, the book to not just color, but then write the stories. They could write their own stories on the blank pages. Wouldn't that be awesome? Have them do a story? That would be fun. Again, a whole little underground house. All these little contraptions made out of little bits of things. Like, see the little slingshot? I'm not sure what this would do, but there's a little slingshot. You could have the kids make up the story. Yeah, Debbie, this would be awesome for your granddaughter. She could make up the stories. Like, what does this contraption do? What does this little sand, hourglass do? Maybe it tells you when, the acorns are time to pick the acorns or something. Yeah. Another little tree stump with the underground home. You like the story idea? Yeah, because you got all those blank pages there. You fill it up with writing. I don't know. It's just cute. Okay, now here's one. Now, I don't know why. There's one here that does not, it's not double. Well, this one page. Maybe they just forgot to put it in there. I don't know. Because all the rest of them have it. Okay, little mushrooms, a little coffee pot, another little underground world. Isn't it so cute? Yeah, it would be, they could work on it at their leisure. Although these days, the homework the kids have, they don't have a lot of leisure. But anyway, I think every teacher thinks that they're the only ones that give homework, so the kids should have time to do their homework. Yeah, but I'm right now thinking of Cam. He's in engineering, art, journalism. You have to write essays every week for journalism, and because he's on the newspaper, so he has to write, articles for the newspaper. He has to do a drawing like a day, sketchbook every month. Engineering, he built a roller coaster with a glue gun and some popsicle sticks. It had to work. It had to be mathematically correct. I mean, these kids they're busy. They don't have time to do, much else. But anyway, this is kind of like, yeah. And of course, Boo does all her cheering. So every night, not only does she have homework, but she has cheer practice. And she's on the basketball squad. So, yeah. I'm not sure. I can ask her. I can ask her what she found it. I'll see if there's an ISBN. Yeah, there's an ISBN and everything. I'll give that to you, Debbie. But isn't this so cute? I mean, they could just so write little stories about each item, like what it means. There's a little squirrel or a little chipmunk. I'm trying to get these last few pages. Another underground little house. I mean, but a whole story could develop out of this. Know what I mean, Vern? And then there's also, this is from Thinking Tree Publishing Company. There's all kinds of different ones. Fun School Journal. Oh, this one's on a homeschool. These might be homeschool books. And all kinds of handbooks, a planner, journals, all kind of little things. Creative girls, creative boys, that kind of thing. Made in USA. So here's the ISBN, Debbie, or for anybody. So it is 978-151-939-3999. That's the ISBN. Okay? And it's a Thinking Tree publishing company. Beyond the garden gate, beneath the forest floor, among the hollow trees, a mystery endures. That's a little, so yeah. Secret Village. That's that one. And this one's smaller than like the other. I think these are standard. I think they're 9 by 9. These ones. Let me check. 10. These are 10 by 10. So you can see this one's smaller. It is 8.5 by 8.5. So yeah. Let's see the size. So yeah, thank you, Renee. Let me put my little card back in there. Okay, then Scrappy Pats had also sent me this one a while back, and I don't want her to think that I forgot about it. I still got her cards in here. I have not forgot about coloring. This is Relax with Art, and she sent me this one, and she had requested that she didn't really request. She said she really liked the perfume bottle, so I'm wanting to color these perfume bottles for her. So many color books, so little time. And these are lighter printed, so that they're not of like a harsh black line. Not that we like all kinds. No color formats, color book formats. But these have almost like a gray line, almost like a gray line. Oh, you found it there, Rain. Thank you for the link. There we go. Thanks, Rain. And they're like printed in gray. So the lines are not going to show very much, which will be awesome when you're doing glass bottles. So these are glass perfume bottles. There's a name for them. No, they're not called spritzers, but perfume bottles with the atomizer sprayer thing. And so I told her that I would color this page first out of this book. So I do have this one bookmarked with your bookmark. So I do want to get to that one. I've already shown the book, but I did want to, while Scrappy Pat was here, I wanted to show that one again. So, okay. The other thing that I'm going to try to get done today, when I get done talking about all the books, come on, is last week when I was interviewed by Heart Journal magazine, Carla, and this is the cover of their e-magazine. And I told her that I would color a couple pages or a page. She just wanted me to color something to put as an example in the issue. It's going to be my interview is going to be in the March issue, she said. So I don't know if she'll use them or not. But I thought about coloring them, and then I'll take a picture of them, just colored. And then I thought maybe I would cut them out, or one or both, and incorporate them in my mixed media Dilutions journal. We'll see how much time we have, but that's kind of what I want to do today, is color one or both of these and then cut them out. I'll photograph in case she just wants them colored, and then cut them out and put them in a mixed media journal. So I'm thinking about doing that. Hey, Blondie. And atomizers, yeah. Thanks, Princess Buttercup. Okay, so that's kind of what I want to do. But this is what the cover looks like. This was the color book issue from fall 2015, and but it's a mixed media magazine. But she had a special color book issue, and that's the one that she sent me for an example, because she wanted to see how I incorporated my color booking with my art journaling. So yeah, so that's what the plan is for today. In the meantime, I'm in a group called Sketchy. It's a Sketchy app, and I've talked about it before. And what I almost said basically again. See, in my head I said basically, but I caught myself. I'm reminding myself that I'm catching myself, so I don't say it. But then I end up saying it, right? Telling you that I'm not saying it. It's a group where everybody posts pictures of themselves. They post pictures of themselves, and then you can draw them, and then draw the person. It's not like, all it is a group of photographs. Is about, almost said it again, what it is. People post, I'd put a picture of myself there, and then somebody could draw me. And then what happens is after you draw that person, You upload the drawing you did on top of the photograph so that people can slide it back and forth and see the drawing and the photograph and the drawing of the person. And I've shown many of that I've done here before, tons of them. And I've shown the actual drawings and the app and all that. So I'm not going to go through that right now. But it's Sketchy without the E. And you can follow them on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and the app. And so anyway, they have not really a contest, sorta. They have a challenge every week for different things. No, I'm not giving myself a little check mark, Blondie, every time I don't say it. But I just because I've told myself and I've said it out loud that I want to uh, not use the word basically so much in my vocabulary, just because I've said it out loud, I know to check myself mentally before I say it. So when I get ready to say it, my head just like, I just kind of, I get a brain like stop. I don't know. I can't explain it, but I can catch myself from saying it most of the time. So anyway, Sketchy had a challenge this last weekend where a couple of the artists drew color book pages for people to color. So I printed out a couple to color, and I did finish one. I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it. I have to say, I didn't spend a whole lot of time on it, but I did do one because I wanted to participate. I like to participate in the groups that I'm in when I can, even though it gets hard. So I try to limit myself to how many groups I'm in. But I do really, really enjoy the Sketchy app group. It's just, see, I almost said it again. It's a group, that's really dedicated to drawing faces. All right, and so there's just tons of people, and it's a fun group. It's not a I don't want to say it's not a social group because people comment on each other's stuff, but it's just a group where people will draw faces and post them, and people comment. So the color book page that I did was this one. And so this is the page that I colored. I added my own wispy hair and, of course, the painted stars and all that. And I did not spend a lot of time on the flowers. I could have really worked those flowers better, I think. But I was more concentrated because it is a face app. People draw faces. So I really wanted to concentrate on her and the skin. So I could have spent more time on this, but I didn't. I kind of did this pretty quick. You saw my finger twitch? Yeah. Do that instead of saying it, right? I'll go, good one. Good one, Blondie. So I added more hairs, little individual hairs on the eyebrows. I made her eyelashes longer. Um, yeah. Paint. This is paint with color pencil, black acrylic paint, and then white, kind of a sketchy white glow around her. And so yeah, so that's the one that I uploaded to. Where's my iPad? I guess I could show you the original one. Here, hang on. I'll try. Let me. No, I got to do it on my phone because it's not on my Sketchy app. Is not on my. Okay, it'll probably flash out, but we'll give it a shot. Okay, I'll show you. Let me go to my thing here. Okay, so you can see all the different ones that I've uploaded over the year or so. They're going to load some more, load some more. So I've done a lot of drawing on the Sketchy, and so let me find one where you can see. Hopefully, I can get the camera to work. So I've shown y'all this drawing before. Okay, all right, let's see if I can do it because the camera does not like my phone. It'll work on the iPad, but it does not like my phone. So here's the drawing of the kid. Here's the kid that I drew from right there. Okay, I know it's going to keep flashing out. And so I drew him, and then I upload the picture on top of his original photograph so that, there you go. So it's mostly just portraits, but every now and then they'll have these challenges like the color book challenge. So here's my color book page, and here's the original. So you see, it's just a black and white image. And I just printed it out, colored it. After I colored it, I uploaded it right on top of the original. And sorry, it's so flashed out, guys. You can see how flashed out it gets on my phone. But all right, let's get the thing back. There we go. Okay, there we go. So that's kind of how it works, and it's free. Anybody can join. I think there's a couple people here that are on it. I think Nikki's on it. So anyway, it's fun. It's fun to be able to just have a group of people that post their pictures. And a lot of people they just put their pictures up so you'll draw them. I tried my first picks of who I draw, or I try to pick people. And you can go through all the pictures and pick who you want and put them in your list and save them. So that when you finish drawing them, you just go find that person in your list and upload it right on top of the original photograph of that person. So, no, it's light cardstock. No, it's not. It's a little thicker than printer paper. So maybe 60-pound weight. Okay. You're on it, but you haven't used it much yet. Okay. So that was my contribution to, I have some other ones printed out as well, 4 or 5 more, but I don't know that I'll get to it, and I don't know how long, I mean, they don't care. You can post it anytime you want, but it was kind of like the challenge was over the weekend, so I wanted to at least contribute one thing to it. Let's see what else. Oh, the other thing that I did see, now Paula had problems recording. I didn't even know. Carrie messaged me and said, Paula's streaming and she can't record. Well, I was really swamped, so I only got to, I had her running in the background when she streamed. I think, was it Saturday morning? I don't even remember what day she streamed. I think it was Saturday morning. I don't know. Anyway, Paula streamed because she couldn't stream her Saturday night. No, so it had to be Sunday morning because she couldn't stream Saturday night because it wouldn't record. So she redid something over the weekend in the morning. So I had her running in the background, but to be honest, I caught about every 10th word because I was running around the house doing stuff, and so I didn't get to watch a lot of it. I know she was doing anyway. But I heard her mention, so thanks, Carrie, for letting me know she was on. Sunday morning. Okay, it was Sunday morning. So I had her running in the background, and she streamed for quite a while. But I heard her mention something about a sign and symbol book that she couldn't find in her room. I said, well, I bet it's the same one I have. I don't know if it is, but I remember to pull the book out so I'm not sure if this is the one Paula was talking about, but it's Symbol, Signs, and Signets, and it's an older book. And is it Dover? Yes, it's Dover. It's an older book. Let me know how old it is. It's back from my. It's more back from. I think I've even cut some pages out of it. More clip art days. Copyright's 1950. The Dover publication is. I know it's not 1950. It doesn't have the date that Dover published it. The original copyright is 1950 by Ernst Lahner, but it doesn't have the date for the. It usually does. Maybe it's on another page. Oh, here we go. To the reader. I mean, I've not seen a book that doesn't have some sort of date of publication. There's the introduction. Anyway. Well, it doesn't have a date. It doesn't have a Dover publishing date. It doesn't have a Dover publishing date. That's really odd. Okay, so anyway, it's all kinds of, it's broke up by different cultures. Like here's Japanese crest. I'm just going to kind of flip through it here. All kinds of crest, heraldry, all kind of, then all the different religions, alchemy. It's got all the different astronomy. It's got, all the different signs and symbols. So I'm not sure if this is the one that Paula was talking about, but when she mentioned it and she couldn't find it, I said, oh, I bet this is it. I'll show it for her. But I don't know if it's the one that she has. Anyway, just FYI. Okay. All right. I think I've shown everything that, as far as took an hour. Maybe I should start another page. I mean, another video. So I think I'll stop this one and just call this one Color Books and Happy Mail, and then start the project on a fresh one so I don't have to hurry. Because now I'm down to less than 2 hours worth of time. And if I want to color these 2 pages and cut them out and incorporate them into a mixed media journal, we might be pushing it with an hour, say in 45 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and save this recording, and I'll be right back with another. We'll start this fresh recording. So just hang on, guys.